My name is Steve Caputo. I am a retired marketer, and in retirement, I have been exploring my passion for photography. Back in May of 2023, everything was normal. We had just come back from a hiking vacation in England in the Cotswolds, where we were hiking 15 miles a day, something that I never did before, and I haven't done since. 4 weeks after we got back, I was home and sitting at the breakfast table and having something to eat, and I had trouble swallowing. Unusual for me, where it just got stuck and didn't feel normal. I consulted one of Northwell's physicians, Dr. Rich Friedman. He suggested that I go for an endoscopy, and it was after the endoscopy that I was told that I had a malignant tumor on my esophagus.
I first met Mr. Caputo in July of 2023 with his wife. Understandably, they were very afraid with new symptoms of swallowing difficulties and weight loss, and we spent a lot of time together going over the diagnosis of esophageal cancer. When he started treatment, he had had a CAT scan that showed no evidence of metastatic disease and was started on standard of care induction chemotherapy to treat his esophageal cancer. He underwent 3 weeks of chemotherapy, and this was followed by his first PET CT scan.
And I recall getting a call from Dr. Siebel on a Friday who said, "I hate to call you on a Friday with news like this, but what we see in the PET scan is that the cancer had metastasized to my bones, and this was going to force us to change treatment."
He underwent chemotherapy as opposed to surgery at that time based on a stage 4 diagnosis. And he always remained hopeful and optimistic, and his mindset was always so positive. I think that was really, really helpful and pivotal in him being able to get through this.
As I was going through the treatments, I was continuing to get PET scans and CAT scans every 3 months. And from the first one, they showed that the tumor was reduced in size. I continued to have the PET scans. The PET scans continued and CAT scans continued to come back, showing reduction in size, till ultimately they started to show no evidence.
Surprisingly, early on, went into remission, and we could not find not only his bone metastases that he had at least 2 of, but we also could no longer find his esophageal cancer.
If you know Dr. Siebel, she's very cautious and very selective about her words and what she says and tells you. And one of the first things she said to me when she came in that day was, "You're a miracle man." What I would tell somebody in this situation is to always have hope. I found hope in the love and the prayers of other people around me through the healthcare professionals that were incredibly kind and knowledgeable. And I would tell anybody else in this situation that just don't give up. Take it one day at a time and stay strong.